Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You're listening to Sweet Story, the channel dedicated to bringing you in-depth analysis and compelling narratives from across the continent. I'm your host, and tonight we're diving into a story that has gripped Nigeria and sparked a fervent debate about the nation's ongoing war on terror. A Nigerian soldier has been declared wanted by the military after a video he recorded went viral. In this impassioned address, the soldier directly accused top military generals of deliberately undermining the fight against terrorism, alleging widespread sabotage within the highest echelons of power. He specifically called out Major General A.E. Abubakar, who previously served as General Officer Commanding in Plateau State and is now the theater commander in Borno State. The soldier claims that critical reports and emergencies, including village attacks and ambushes on military personnel, were repeatedly brought to Major General Abubakar's attention. Yet, and we quote the soldier, "No action, no intervention, no consequences." One of the most striking allegations from the soldier's video is the assertion that the Nigerian army possesses the capability to eliminate terrorist groups and insurgents within a mere 48 hours, but only if the top brass gives the green light. He argues that frontline soldiers are fully capable, well-trained, and motivated to end the war, but internal sabotage is holding them back. He vividly recounted a deadly night in Mangu, where soldiers were attacked, claiming again that the military leadership failed to act decisively. More disturbingly, the soldier repeatedly alleged that after villages were overrun by terrorists, despite intelligence reports and direct complaints, nothing was done. No airstrikes, no ground reinforcements, no meaningful response. These statements paint a stark picture of profound frustration within the ranks, suggesting that the leadership's unwillingness to respond or retaliate not only cripples morale, but emboldens terrorist groups. Let's listen to a snippet of what the soldier said, and a disclaimer that the language is raw and reflects the intensity of his emotional plea. Major General A. Abubakar. If you find this video the reason why they drag you, be say you not, they do. Well, when Fani men they training soldier for Plateau State. You hear the issue? They report the case to your table, you not do anything. When the people of Mangu begin, they attack soldier. When they attack us that very night, they think say we in armor. They don't know say we be special for countable. You don't do anything when Fani begin. They attack villages upon villages, they hear them the case, they enter your table. You don't do anything. It's a pity how in a country with fighter jets, drones, and elite special forces terrorists are still able to raid military bases, burn down outposts and kill soldiers with impunity. The soldier's analysis of the military's approach is scathing, highlighting the paradox of a nation with advanced military assets still struggling to contain insurgencies. He points to repeated incidents where, he claims, the military mistakenly struck civilian targets or local defense groups instead of terrorists, emphasizing, "This can't be a mistake every time. It looks like a pattern occurring all the time." This pattern, if true, suggests a grave lack of precision, intelligence, or perhaps a more sinister underlying issue. Military observers and civilian analysts have long voiced concerns over Nigeria's counter-terrorism strategy. Some attribute the struggles to a lack of political will, while others point to deep-seated corruption and internal rivalries as factors undermining the mission. These are indeed heavy accusations, coming at a time when the Nigerian military is grappling with a multi-front security crisis: Boko Haram and Islamic State militants in the northeast, rampant banditry and kidnappings in the northwest, and escalating communal violence in the Middle Belt. Since the video surfaced, the Nigerian army has declared the soldier wanted, framing his actions as a violation of military conduct. However, the pressing questions he raised are now reverberating across media platforms and within civil society, challenging the official narrative. Let's hear more from the soldier as he directly confronts the concept of military rank and authority. Soldier say Major General. This person they call us what is. Major General is just a name when they're used by R for paper. That rank, that ego and that scissors or whatsoever. Now Taylor designed that not be God do now human. Be now human, be sit down, talk and rage, this one going be this one go be. If they remove that rank or you are not different from a person, you are no different. From even bricklayer is even better than you if they remove that rank from your chest. The reason why I'm doing this video, I'm doing it because of soldiers they pay for slave trade, for commanders, for officers. Hand in the Nigerian army. All right, you come up for plate state, you enter Maduri. Now different things begin. They happen under your command again. What is your plan towards the life of soldier? What is your plan toward the safety of Nigerians? What is your plan to the army general due to your position in the Nigerian army, Abubakar? Because the reason why I talk this thing, because I don't see anything when you do for Plateau State the way when the villager hate us. Now the way when they behave to villagers. Now we want to give them security. Take towards the civilian, toward the villager, and the fan. Because you are a fan. The injustice judge when you the judge to between the Fani and the villagers, the people of Plateau State it today. Injustice, that is why they begin hate soldiers. That is why they begin hate the uniform, not be because of any other thing. Now that day and that year now I know say the way when army not. They operate the same operation. The way when the army when they for Plateau State. They operate it different from Kaduna. It different from Nasarawa. It different from Abuja and it different from Edo and it different from other state when I enter. Just I see A and a rule for the land of J. That is why the situation of plate say still remain the same under your command. The soldier's emotional outpouring here highlights a deep sense of betrayal and disillusionment. His critique of military hierarchy, stating that a major general is just a name, is a profound challenge to the very structure of military authority. He frames the soldier's plight as slave trade for commanders, for officers hand in the Nigerian army, suggesting systemic exploitation and disregard for the well-being of those on the front lines. His direct questioning of Major General Abubakar's plan towards the life of soldier and safety of Nigerians is a powerful indictment of what he perceives as a leadership vacuum. Furthermore, his claim that the injustice meted out to villagers in Plateau State has led them to hate soldiers and hate the uniform underscores the devastating impact of alleged military failures on civilian trust and the broader counterinsurgency effort. The soldier further recounts specific incidents, including the killing of a soldier named Sajala and an inspector of police, where he claims reports were made to Major General Abubakar with no answer. Even more chilling are his allegations of terrorists having direct contact with the general, even returning a rifle at his request. He asks, why would terrorists call you general? Why terrorists call you general? You have terrorist, get your number. Then they call you. You ask them to bring the rifle and they tell you now where the rifle day carry the rifle come dropping. Or security, because of now be the highest citizen onto the operation movement. These are extraordinary claims that, if substantiated, would point to a deeply compromised military system. He further details a harrowing incident where his classmate was allegedly planted with a pistol by those they were supposed to be saving. Saying you're the same people when they save their life now, they come see you pistol. They plank my classmate. Thank God that day I was in that movement, not be what I do now. I go they talk. I do what I need to do as a soldier. He concludes with a devastating observation. When jury my fathers now they say if they kill one soldiers and attempt civilian, I go down. But now if they kill 50 soldiers, nobody go down because of politics. This final statement encapsulates the soldier's belief that political considerations have superseded the value of military and civilian lives. On social media, many Nigerians have hailed the soldier as a hero, commending his courage for speaking out against what they see as systemic failures. They are demanding answers from the military high command, questioning why his claims are not being investigated and why he is being hunted down instead. Within defense circles, there is a mix of anger and caution. Military spokespeople emphasize the importance of discipline and hierarchy, arguing that operational decisions are complex and often misunderstood by those on the ground. However, the escalating number of civilian casualties, reported strategic failures, and instances of friendly fire have made it increasingly difficult for the military to defend its record without rigorous scrutiny. The implications of these accusations extend far beyond Nigeria's borders. If the country's armed forces are indeed internally compromised, neighboring nations already battling jihadist threats could find themselves increasingly vulnerable. So the question hangs heavily in the air, and we want to hear from you. Do you believe this soldier was wrong to speak out, Or is he one of the few brave voices willing to challenge a system that appears to be broken from within? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you're enjoying our in-depth reports and analyses, please don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Sweet Story for more compelling narratives and thought-provoking discussions from Africa and beyond. Your support helps us continue to bring you these important stories,